So today, hubby and I had a day date, which we haven't had in a while. We went to an estate sale and I had a fabulous time on this date of ours, and I'm going to show you what I picked up. So we'll start with this little sign, Hello Fall. It's got the gingham in the back that I love, buffalo check. And what I'm really wanting to use this for is I need to make a sign that says that I'm filming so that I can put it on the door. When he comes in, he knows not to be playing music or listening to Trump on YouTube or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do with that right off the bat. 20th century dictionary, Chambers, really rough shape. I'm sure nobody else even thought of wanting it. It's got rings on the front from coffee cups being set on it. But look at these pages. They're not super thin, but they're just that really nice old thin paper, nice and yellowed around the edges. I'm gonna have a blast using this. I've been looking for old dictionaries, and some of them the paper is so thin, almost like a tissue paper. So these are nice and sturdy to use. So I got that. It's a nice big one. And then I got this sort of document holder, plastic one, that I can use to save up a project or store some special papers in. Just a plain white envelope, which may become a journal cover, or it just might be used to mail something. And then I picked this up thinking, oh, what'll be in this? And it was sandpaper inside of it, which don't really need sandpaper, but I mean, we could always use it. Brian's a woodworker and I'm a crafter, so you can always use sandpaper, but that's not really why I picked it up and put it in my bag. I picked it up because the file folder itself is really old. There's a little bit of mouse turd in there. Let me just get rid of that. The file folder itself is nice and old. I've never seen this label before. Mathematics problems, it says on the tab. L.R. Bolton, he must have been a teacher. He's got final problems, June 1961, literature papers, he or she. So I thought the file folder itself was neat. And then I don't know what's in this little envelope. Oh, some more sandpaper. Very, very, very fine. And again, old envelope. It's either something to use or something to try to mimic. Look at how grungy it is. That's awesome. I know some people just wouldn't get that, but I know you guys will. And then downstairs, I went down in the basement, and that's where I found the sandpaper. And I had picked up this plain white shopping bag, and I put my stuff in it. So that'll either get decorated or use the paper for something. And then first thing I saw when I came in the door of the house was a great big stack of napkins. And it looked like they were kind of set aside for somebody. So I made sure, are these for sale? And she said, yeah, they are. And then everywhere I went in the house, I found more napkins. So if anyone wants to do a napkin swap, I'm set. I'm ready to go. So there's a whole unopened package of these blue floral ones. $6.99 at HomeSense, and there's 40 in there. And then it looks like practically a full package, but of course it's opened, of blue pumpkins, which I absolutely love these. And there's 2 images on each napkin and a bit of a border around. So that'll be interesting to see how I make those work. And I'm going to have to do a napkin video. I already had napkins to use, but now I really have to do a napkin video. This is a nice winter one, winter or Christmas. I love the wood grain background and then the wreath with, I guess it's cotton or pussy willow or something. I'm just going to kind of sort them as I go. So I like those. These Christmas ones together. Some plain red ones. Christmas tree. Not sure how many of those there were. This is a beautiful, soft pink and yellow mix. It's so pretty with the sagey green. And so there's looks like 4 images on that. No, 6 images on this one. So you can get 6 nice sized journaling cards out of that. Very, very cool. And that's something I'm always on the lookout for, but some of the packages, $6.99. I bought most of mine when I started just at the dollar store. Yellow gingham, and then some yellow floral that I could use as coordinates. And this is a pretty bright pink floral, quite a few of those. Really like those too. Blue gingham, put that with the blue and white. Blue polka dots, a few of those. I swear every room I went into there was a stack of these. And then this is really pretty, little rosebuds, and that's another one, looks like it might have 6 images. Yep. So those are a good value, like even though they were probably more expensive napkins, the fact that you're getting 6 images out of them instead of a lot of the dollar store ones just have 1 image. There's more of that blue and white. She must have really liked that. And more of the wreaths, and more of the yellow. And then this is a very whimsical summery print. A little bit of lime green and pink and blue and purple. I like that. And then pumpkins. I don't think there was very many of those. And then a Merry Christmas with a gold foiling on it. And then the unopened, or the opened package of the Christmas trees. Package. And some more red. Some more Merry Christmas. Oh, there's another pumpkin. And a bunch more blue. So that was quite a haul for napkins. I am set for a while with what I got from Wanda Ford in the swap from Nova Scotia, and this, I'm ready to do a napkin swap, so just let me know which ones you like and what you have. So then I also, one of the first things I picked up in the next room was some crocheted doilies. So I got this little one, which I'll probably cut up into 5 pieces. A little centerpiece, and a nice sized one here. These ones are, that one's very, very dainty. And these 2 match. They're about the size of the palm of your hand. And then this table runner, it looks to be about 4 feet long with the nice scalloped edge and 3 different designs of, circles that I can cut out, plus the edging, which I can use along the edge of pages. So that will definitely get cut up. There's a few stains on it, but that's okay because I can cut them out, or I can try to wash them out and then coffee dye the whole thing. It's already kind of an ecru color, off-white. But I'm always looking for some that don't have meaning, because I have a bunch of doilies that my grandmother and my great-grandmother made, and I don't want to cut those ones up. So it's good to have one that I can cut up. And then some kitchen tea towels, which are just nice and country style to go in my kitchen. I love the buffalo check. I would have preferred black and white, but this is nice, dark navy. It looks like someone took this off of the front of a card or something. Very nice embossed papers, some sequins, and some embossed flowers. So that makes a nice journaling card in itself. And then I saw 2 different stacks of index cards that I grabbed. One of them are obviously old, and then these ones are studio, so that would be Dollarama or Dollar Tree, maybe Dollarama. bright white and much thinner. So I've got a stash of those, and I haven't even played with those yet. So along with the playing cards, I've got to do some work with index cards. And then this was also in the second room we went into, a great thought a day. So this is, each page has a quote at the bottom, and it looks like by all famous people, some anonymous, but all people you would know. Aristotle, Henry Ford, Winston Churchill, Plato, Ralph Waldo Emerson, William Wordsworth, Charles Dickens. So lots of neat quotes. So I can use that to make little notepads to go in a journal or to be standalone. So it doesn't look like she tore any pages out of it. So it should be pretty much full. And then the back page of it is really, really thick cardstock. So I can use that to make a writing board, which is just a board that you would decorate, and when you're working in a journal and the pages are all bumpy and lumpy from all the things you've got on them, you can stick in the writing board and it gives you a smooth surface to write on. So that's what I'll do with that. And then there was this piece of wrapping paper down in the basement, hidden in a little dark back room. Just a piece of white wrapping paper with blue snowflakes. I love snowflakes. And then there was these two hand creams, Verbena and Lavender, Crabtree and Evelyn, and Crabtree and Evelyn Lily. And if they've been used, there's hardly anything out of them. So that'll go over by the TV. I find since I've been working with paper, my fingers and my hands are drying out quick. And then a 3M roll of tartan 3690 packaging tape, which I use to package up orders. So that'll be very handy. And then a bundle of old paint brushes, really long handles on them, different types of tips. That one's really stiff, but I'm sure it can be loosened up. And then the handle of this caught my eye. It was in the kitchen, but it's a carborundum trademark, and it's a sharpening stone with a handle, so that could come in very handy. And then these I haven't seen before. This is like a little set of graduated size stainless steel funnels. So good for filling spice bottles or glue bottles or, what do I want to say? I want to say glitter bottles in the craft room. So on a little ring. So that's very cute and handy. And then the person that this is for will recognize right away that it's for her. Her birthday's coming up soon. So a very nice Abbott cardinal mug. And this was quite a find, a vintage sewing basket, probably 60s maybe. It's got sort of a plastic woven into it as well as the wicker, and the clasp still works, and the handle's in really good shape. There's this one spot here that's not perfect, but in general it's a very good. It says foreign 907116/1. And this, I mean, I've got to spend a day going through my sewing stuff upstairs where I keep it. And I've got a few of these, but I thought I would probably list this one on Etsy. So in the lid, there's tufting with little rhinestones in each tuft, and then someone's poked pins in. There's a pearl-headed pin. Always looking for those. And that's something I could use in a junk journal for sure. And then just all the little bits and bobs. And this, I was hesitant to pick it up because I don't really need it, right? But this is really what made me grab it, because I thought if I just grab the one piece out of it, they might not like that, because they kind of want to get rid of the stuff, right? It was an estate sale. And this I just had to have. So this also says foreign. So it must have come in the basket originally, would be my guess, because it's the same brand. And it's got the spot for the needles and the threader. So that'll be something that I will also photocopy, because I don't imagine that there's any harm in that. I'll look up the company first. And one of those little jam jars from Scotland. I use those to store little bits and bobs in the craft room. And this is a pin cushion on some sort of a little glass lid. I wonder if it was on a glass jar that was to hold other sewing supplies or something. But look at these little bluebirds on it. Aren't they cute? And then there was this little After 8 tin, which I can decorate up. And when I looked inside it, it has Riotech Mars Black, artist paint, and titanium white, artist paint, and primary cyan. So those will be better than any other paints in my craft room to work with. And then the tin is great for storing some ephemera, or even in my pantry I can use that to store something that I don't want any critters getting into. And then there was this little thing of cling gauze, which I'll use in my junk journaling, and some tape. This is the water resistant fabric tape, so I can stamp on that and use it in the junk journals, or put it in the first aid kit, but I'll probably put it in the junk journal kit. Oh, this must be what that's for. This little bowl has some pins in it, little glass bowl, and that must be what the lid fits on. Yeah, that's adorable. I have not seen that before. And this handle is offset, so I'm wondering if it was supposed to be like that. At first I thought maybe someone added this on, but I don't know. And another little tin. This is Harrods. Oh, it has just a, I think that's from string or something, like a label from string or thread or something. But inside there you've got your typical safety pins and a screw. Nothing unusual. And then some Sew No More stitchless sewing, so that's sort of a glue. Yeah. Always good to have some glue. And then a really big needle, which is great for bookbinding. Stick that right in there. And then this stuff, I believe, is the iron-on hem tape. There was 2 rolls of it. So that can be very handy too, working with fabrics in the journals or hemming pants. And then there was just some general thread, 1 wooden spool, 2 wooden spools, sorry, 3, Eaton's, JP Coates, and an unmarked one. So I have a special container in my craft room where I keep these. Actually, there's a 4th one, National. So I have a special spot where I'll keep the wooden ones, and then I'll probably put the rest when I'll sort it in with the rest of my threads upstairs when I get to that. And there's one, what I call a macrame pin, or a T pin. Mom used to use them for macrameing. So that was my estate sale haul, first estate sale of the year for me, and I'm just thrilled with what I got. I hope you enjoyed seeing it all, and I hope you will tell me what your favorite thing is from the haul. Like, comment, share, but most of all, have a great day.